Oh! I just realized my mic was unmuted this entire time. Hell yeah. Awesome sauce, what's good? What is good? Folks, welcome one. Welcome all. Good morning, most importantly, welcome to the stream. What's good? What is good? Happy to be here. Happy to have everyone here. Hope all is well. Why are your gloves Mr. Incredible gooning? What? Huh? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Hey guy, what's good? Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Oh shit, I gotta do that. Hang on, chat. Oh, let me go ahead and launch the game. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do that too. Keep forgetting to set up the bot. I gotta do that. I need to do that. I gotta figure out my TikTok shop. I got a lot I gotta do today. I got a lot going on today. But folks, welcome. Happy to be here. Happy to have everyone here. Hope everybody's good. Hope all is well. Do I sound okay? I feel like I sound okay. Still kind of like... Damn. There we go. I'm still like trying to kind of get everything figured out yet with the mic, and then we're still waiting on the cable to come in, the new one. So just trying to make sure that we sound good, you know. But folks, happy to be here. Happy to have you here. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's well. Got a good one in store today. We're doing Spa. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer one because it's sprint weekend. Hope we're ready to sit back and relax and have a good time. And just kind of hang out for a few hours. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for, thanks for being here. Thanks for Thanks for being along for the ride. I am tired. I am tired. I was up super early this morning. Snowing outside. Got a lot to do. Got a lot going on. So we're not gonna waste any time today. Not gonna waste any time. So folks, welcome back to another episode of our Myteam career mode. Episode number 37. Episode number 37. We missed the last one, which was round 12 here in season 2. If you missed yesterday's stream, be sure to go back, check it out. It wasn't the greatest race from us, but it was very interesting, to say the least, with how everything kind of went down and just like tire management as a whole. And yeah, it was just very, very weird. It was a strange race. It was a very strange race for us. But all in all, we got a point. So there's that. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we're not going to be fighting for a title. It's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, we need that next tier of upgrades that simply just aren't available to us. And well, it is what it is, you know. So we'll get there. We'll get there. What's up, Ollie? Keep catching the end of your streams. Well, you're right at the start of this one, so welcome. Welcome. But yeah, we kind of already we've already gone through and done like all the upgrades and everything else. Let's check out components. All that's good on Sonny's car. Josh should be okay for another race. Yeah, we've pretty much kind of done everything we need to do for the most part. We have is that not a facility upgrade? I guess not. I don't know what that was then. But anywho, for the most part, we pretty much have everything that we need. Or everything that we can do. I already kind of did some of it just for the sake of doing it. So yeah, we're doing our thing. We're making progress. This season's very much just going to be, the rest of this season, I should say, is pretty much just going to be just going with the flow for the rest of the season, just because that's where the car's at. Yeah, we'll do that anyways. What's your favorite TB order? Taco Bell? Is that what you're saying? My go-to Taco Bell order.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
I'm gonna need you to shut up real quick. Thank you. So my go-to Taco Bell order: spicy potato taco. Those things are phenomenal, and they're cheap. Crunchwrap Supreme, every time. Always get a Crunchwrap Supreme, every time. And usually I'll customize it. I'll swap out the beef for steak and add potatoes. Love it. It's killer. The nacho fries, if they have them, you know, when they're there, when they're available, they're incredible. And typically a quesadilla as well. I kind of mix it up between either like steak or chicken, but like that's my go-to. That's my go-to. The spicy potato taco and the Crunchwrap Supreme, like those are guaranteed every time. The others, like I'll kind of switch up based off like what's new, what's not. You know what I mean? Like right now they brought the quesarito back. I fucking love the quesarito. Quesarito's incredible. So that's back in the go-to. That's back in the rotation now. So it all depends. It all depends. I wish we had Taco Bell here. I had tacos in Spain, and oh my god, I love them. Yeah, Taco Bell is not. It is not the same as having tacos in Spain. I could promise you that. Taco Bell is very American, Mexican, just fast food. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love Taco Bell. I really do. It's my favorite fast food. But if, you know, if we're looking for a proper taco, you don't go to Taco Bell. Truthfully, I don't even really eat tacos from Taco Bell. I hardly ever get tacos. I almost always get, like, their specialty stuff, because I feel like that's the stuff that's better. I also love tacos. Tacos are great. Alright, we have excess cash reserves, which we kind of already know. I mean, I can't really do anything about it. We might be able to research something here by the looks of things. Yeah, we could probably do... Yeah, we could do a durability one. I mean, screw it, might as well. Can't do much else. I mean, I get a 5-layer beefy burrito, Fiesta potatoes, and a Baja Blast. It's a solid choice there too. It's a good setup. I like that. I got F1 on my PC. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I feel like PC is honestly the best way to play this game. But, like, if you have console and that's your main way of playing the game, then it's great. But it's nice though, because, like, at least on PC you can mod it, you can do, all kinds of things with it. So, alright, so we're having our final sit down here with Aiden. And because we reached the final stage, it's taken out his performance clause, like the team performance clause. Like, there isn't one. And his salary request itself has been lowered by 5%. So, not bad. Not bad. So, it's a little bit more favorable. His expectations of the team, though, funny enough, are actually higher than Lewis's. So, something to keep in mind. You should do a Christmas stream. Not on Christmas, just around it and do multiplayer. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'm really enjoying doing Myteam right now. Even though, like, we're not winning races or anything like that, I'm really enjoying Myteam, and I kind of want to just, like, keep doing it. You know what I mean? Think I'm getting the F1 movie pack? Don't. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. Because all it does for you, like...
Here's the latest on this one.
I gotta do that, don't I? Nathan, yeah, all it does for you is it simply just allows you to do movie scenarios, and that's it. You don't get to drive as them literally anywhere else in the game. So it's kind of ass, to be honest. If you do it, I won't slime you out. I mean, I don't care if any of that happens. It's just, I don't know. I don't do online stuff. That's just not it's just not really my thing. I prefer to do my own thing, you know? Let's do that, I guess. We gotta work on getting to phase 4, which we gotta get our workforce up a ton to make it happen. Yeah, we gotta get to phase 4 for our engineering department, so then that way we could actually get the phase 4 upgrades and have a car that can compete with those at the front. Then how are you getting to race with Sonny? It's I bought the deluxe edition of the game. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game, and at that time they gave you the capability of being able to race as Apex GP. Now that you can't do that anymore. So, that's why.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research.
Well, awesome sauce. I would say...
Let's put that in motion, shall we?
I would say he's not much of a friend then, if that's the case. Me and a buddy of mine, we're with the new AMS2 update coming out. I hope it comes out today, honestly, because I really want to make content with it. But with the new AMS2 update coming out, I really want to... It's gonna rain again. Oh, bro, it's gonna rain like every session practically. Nice, love that. Anywho, yeah, with the new AMS2 update coming out, buddy of mine, he and I were gonna do like a little mini like Le Mans or something. I'm not doing a donut. Yeah, Nathan, it's not a part of the pack. It's kind of misleading that they, like, for those that don't know, like, it is honestly kind of misleading. But Christmas is tomorrow. Nope, Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Christmas is the next day. Text. Alright, anyway. Get into practice. Man, I really hate that's gonna rain.
Fully immersed in the beautiful
In my country,
Ardennes
Christmas is
forest
tomorrow.
in
No, fair
Belgium.
enough.
Surely one
Fair
of the
enough.
most iconic
Merry
tracks
Christmas.
of them all. It's practice time here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Spa-Francorchamps. Merry Christmas, gamer.
Alright, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check. Ah, gotcha. Well, hello, Norway.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Okie dokie. What new parts do we have on the car? Oh, I had the power upgrade, that's right. I remember now. I remember. Do you remember? Okay. Let's go ahead. Setup loaded. I almost loaded Spain. Would have been kind of bad. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to 10 and get yourself in the zone.
About a little drift on the out/in lap. I mean, knowing me, it's possible for it to just happen organically, so... So here we are, chat. Good old Spa. I do really enjoy Spa. It's a fun track. Why did you gear up so early? What do you mean? Where? On the pit exit, I just keep the car stable. coming out. That's all. That way I don't dump it on on the pit exit. Abraham, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I looked away. Don't do that, chat. Ooh. Bit of a slide there. There's your drift. And I didn't slow down enough. I'm like stiff. I gotta get warmed up here. Gotta get loose. Where I bought the suit, I bought it off of Etsy. Found somebody who makes it. And they make some other ones too. Like they also have there was like some Red Bull ones. I'm pretty sure there's McLaren as well. But I mean, if you go online, you could find, I'm sure, a ton of them. Nope, I didn't lift enough. A lot of wheel spin. A lot of wheel spin there. Oh, fair enough. Hi, Nathan. A little wide. God, these guys are so slow. So slow. Oh yeah, I mean, like, throttle control is very important, especially with a high-speed car or a car that has so much downforce, so much grip. Keep braking too late there. Hey, Adrian. This is indeed Spa. Turn in too soon there. At every track, they use opposite setups. Be interesting. Ah, I got wide there. Go flat out through Spa. I was gonna say, I don't think I can go flat out through Spa. And, like, yes, you can, but sometimes, depending on your setup, you might not be able to. Kind of changed a lot of settings on the PC when I got the game. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little different on PC. Should try it for the laugh. I think I'm good. I gotta, like... I kind of honestly gotta get a little bit more comfortable here. I feel like these practice laps have been a little, yeah, a little iffy. A little iffy. Yeah, no, I didn't lift enough. That was a pretty decent lap. Yeah, the problem with trying that is that the 2020 car, especially that Mercedes, is a lot different than this car. It's a lot different. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Turned in too soon. Got me overthinking how I want to take that corner now.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Not bad. Some of those laps are kind of all over the place, but it wasn't terrible. Even there, you have to downshift to 7th anyways, so staying in 7th would be faster, and downshifting in the middle of the quick corner like that is really iffy. Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, the game's not the most realistic, you know? Oh, same. Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great. Alright. Done with that program. Let's do... Now, because it's... because it's a sprint weekend, we only get one practice session. So, I want to try to make the most of it by doing all of our programs here and go from there. What's up, CR7? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Now, the last time we were at Spa, a whole season ago, we actually won. We had some good pace, and then some crazy strategy calls at the end of the race with the late safety car and everything else. Kind of allowed us to cook a little bit. Getting any sound from my alerts. But thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I gotta look into that too. Got a lot going on. And thank you for the follow over on TikTok as well. Appreciate it. Hola, Nitrogen. Hola. Oh, you heard the alert? Oh, I cannot hear the alert. I saw it come up. Yiggles! What's good? Haven't seen Yiggles in forever. Hi, YouTube chat. Hello, hello. Break there. Gotta stay away from the curbs, Dave. TNJ, thank you for the follow as well.
Alright, that's the program complete.
Not a bad lap.
There's some decent
Not a bad lap.
data, although far from optimal, and it can still be.
I feel like some F1 circuits have the speed traps in horrible spaces. Like here, yeah, it wasn't always there, right? Like they used to have it further up, like at the end of the straight, right? I think. Yeah, I don't know why you would put it right before Eau Rouge. That seems kind of dumb. Definitely seems dumb. Yeah, I agree. Weird to watch this and not see you crash or spin out. That's because it, you know, it just hasn't happened yet. It's gonna happen. So it's only a matter of time. How much for the whole setup? Not including my computers. Right around 3K, give or take.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
You should get a helmet too with the built-in microphone and drinks tube. I mean, I have a helmet. I do have a helmet. Nah, the helmet would be too much, honestly. Because here's the other side of it. I feel like if I did the helmet, then I'd have to drive in cockpit camera. I'd have to. I feel like I'd be legally required to do so, and I don't want to do that. So. Never too much? You know what? You're right. Amen to that. Chad, I appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Whether you're watching along on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube Shorts, Kick. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Much love. Cowboy, thank you for the follow as well. Need a bottle of champagne that you can open and spray everywhere whenever you win. I got too much expensive stuff in here to do that. Yeah, I can give it a shot. We'll see.
Target time. We're happy with that.
Give it a shot. Doesn't really slow exit. Hell yeah. I like coffee cake. Coffee cake's really good. I don't know if it's any faster, I'll be honest with you. I kind of screwed up that corner, but I don't know if me downshifting to 7th is any quicker. I can't tell what that is, but thank you for the follow. Yeah, I can't tell what that is. But I appreciate the follow. Thank you.
Well done. That lap beats our primary target time.
Wait, what? Not downshift, just don't shift from 7th to 8th. Got it. I got you. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Did you try and take out Verstappen? No. That'll backfire tremendously. That'll tremendously backfire. Yeah, I don't think that's... I don't think that's quicker. Going into 8th, the car is more stable. If I didn't use overtake coming out of the corner, then, I mean, it'd probably be fine, but... then I'm ultimately losing speed anyways, so... Oh yeah, we're not getting any better. We'll just go to the garage.
Program complete. Good work. Head on back to the garage and we'll start going over the data.
Let's see. That's everything, right? We did? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. How do you maintain tire wear? I'm new to F1 and haven't learned how to yet. I mean, it's really just a matter of just good throttle control. Like, if you're able to really just kind of, like, make sure that the car doesn't really oversteer coming out of corners. Trying not to get stuck in dirty air as much as possible. You know, things of that nature. Like, that's really just kind of what it comes down to. I'm not the greatest at it, so, like, you know, I don't know if I could really give the best answer, but it truly is just a matter of just don't overdrive the car. You know, find a way to, like, kind of maintain good pace while also being easy on the car, if that makes sense. Have I ever traveled? Yeah. Yeah, I've been to a few different places. Hi, Paul. Hi, Apex. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I went to, went to Italy last year.
Is officially over. Until next
went to Italy last year.
Goodbye.
That was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was hot as hell, but it was good. Yeah, I went to Italy, and then, hey boy, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. James, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, anywho, yeah, I went to Italy. Traveled to a few different places here in the States, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go to Ireland. That's definitely on the list. Yeah, you know, there's some various places I would love to go to. Japan's another one. You know, that's another big one for me. But Greece. Have you ever seen an F1 or Formula E race?
High-speed straights, heady
no,
elevation
not yet.
changes, and
Not yet. I do want to go.
What is there not to love about today?
I do want to try to go to Canada. Don't stay in Dublin? Why? I feel like, wouldn't you want to? I know that's like a heavy tourist destination, obviously, but...
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check. No, I mean, like, I think, like, if you travel abroad to any country at all, don't stay in just one area, you know what I mean? Like plan multiple stays, go, you know, around the country. Like, I made that mistake with Italy, honestly. Like, I planned just one stay. We went to different areas in Italy, but, like, some of the areas that we wanted to go to, or that, like, I planned on having us go to, we didn't get to go to because of where we stayed and everything else. So, yeah, if you travel abroad, like, plan multiple stays and things of that nature, for sure. But I feel like you have to go to Dublin at some point, you know?
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, Galway would definitely be on the list. Yeah, like, and to me, like, that would be, like... That would kind of be more or less the idea, is, like, when you do these... Like, when you travel abroad, like, you go to, like, each place for a day. Like, that's, you know, you spend a day here, you spend a day there, and, you know, so on and so forth, and you just kind of keep that going. What's up, Caleb? Hello, hello. I mean, that's a smart way of going about it. I mean, this is gonna sound dumb potentially, but does Irish have like its own dialect? I mean, I thought like its own language. Like, I thought it's really just mostly an accent, to be honest with you. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. You're right. You're totally right. Alright, well, I'm dumb. Alright, so here we are. Sprint quali. I kind of wish you could just take the sprints out of the career mode. Kind of wish they gave you that option, but it is what it is. See what we can do. Like I said, last season we actually managed to win the race, so I think we did terrible in the sprint, if I remember correctly. So hopefully we can do well here. We'll see. A little wide there. Forgot about Gaelic. Yeah, I did. That's on me. Hand in the air. That's, you know, that's on me. I went deep. Still somehow went purple sector 2. Okay, I went quickest so far. Summer, what's good? What's good? Let's see. I don't know if I've asked this or not, but have you unlocked any survival challenge rewards? Yes, that yesterday. Because I have the game modded, I can't technically play it. I can't technically play it because of just having the different liveries in the game. So, no, I have not. Not that I really care to, because it really doesn't make a difference for me. Like, I'm never going to use any of that stuff, so I don't really care. Kind of more or less my, you know, my thought. What do the mods do? They're just livery mods. So, like, for example, right on board here. Oh no, you can't see it with them. For example, the Williams. That's a livery mod. With the white and blue. The Alpine behind there. That's a livery mod as well. With the all pink. So, but that's all it is. The Mercedes. Ferrari is a little bit older design, kind of somewhat gets rid of the HP in a way. Ford, Red Bull. So, like, that's all it is. It's not like old school Haas design. It's not like it's like a mod that like changes how the cars feel or anything like that. It's simply just a look, but they don't let you do anything online then at that point. So That's why. Hello, man. Hello. Hello. Sorry, what's it? Livery. Live with a V, not Liberty. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just cosmetics. Bring back the golden black Haas. I think it is out there, funny enough. I do think it exists. But alright, anywho. We put in a good enough first lap. Could definitely go a little bit quicker, but we'll very easily get through here. As per usual. So we'll skip the rest. Do you have Max? He's not on my team. No. He's actually with McLaren, which is really weird. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. Hey man, just asking. I'm upgrading my setup from a Logitech. And would you suggest Moza or Fanatec? At this point, I would say Moza. I think Moza's peripherals and like everything that they have to offer and choose from, and just from a value standpoint, is better than what Fanatec has to offer. As much as I love my Fanatec stuff, if I was starting fresh, I would go with Moza at this point. McLaren, not Red Bull? Yeah, no, we're in season 2 of our career mode. He changed teams for whatever reason. But the time difference between first and last is like the first year of the new regs. Dude, it is actually insane, the difference between the top teams and the bottom. I mean, well, okay, first off, what the hell happened to Yuki? Albon has a 5-place penalty. That him and Yuki must have made contact or something, because what? But yeah, I mean, like, Bortoletto being... Thank you for that sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. And hello, man. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Selkie, no problem. But anywho, yeah, like Bortoletto being almost 4.5 seconds off the pace is insane. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, is path tracing worth it? No, not at all. Not at all. Not in my opinion. It brings down your frame rate so much.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
In my opinion, you don't see a difference. In my opinion. Not in this, anyways. I think in other games where it's better optimized, sure, but not in this. What happened to Daniel Ricciardo? Isn't he on the team in real life? No, he retired, bro. Yeah, he retired from the sport, like, last year. When are you getting the Red Bull RB19 simulator? When you give me the money to afford something like that. Funny enough, I think I've seen those. They're not cheap, to say the least.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that they booted him the way he did, but it is what it is. Yeah, 100. That's what I thought. I thought they were like 100K. Yeah, no, I do not. I do not have 100K lying around. They're sick. Yeah, they're insane for what they are. But I do not have. I do not have 100K lying around. I don't even have the space for something like that. I'd have to like clean out my garage, get power out there. I'd essentially have to redo my entire garage in order to fit it. And then, yeah, it's just no, never happening. Never happening. I did not win the Powerball last night, so. Sick, but you need a whole garage to play in. 100%. 100%. Great minds do think alike. Well, are you a real race car racer? No. I'm about as real of an actual driver as I am a quarterback in the NFL. It's about the same level. Convince the bank it's an investment? Yeah, totally. Tax write-off. Did you use Ricardo in the career mode? No. No, he's not even in the game. I think somebody created a mod that brings him into it, but that's about it. Alright, so it's a little tricky right now. A little wet. Definitely more wet than what it was at Silverstone. If you know, you know. On the grid formation in a big warehouse, yeah, honestly, for sure. For sure. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody that I won, but there'd be signs. There'd be signs. I'd hop on stream, and it'd be a completely different setting. Yeah, I think the payout, like, if you did, like, they give you two options, like, for the Powerball, for example, like, they give you two options to where you could either take a one lump sum payout, or you could do, like, so much, what's it, per year, I think they give you, for, like, the rest of your life. If you take the one lump sum, so, like, last night's Powerball was, what, chat? I think it was, like, 1.7 million or something like that, or, not million, billion. If you took the one lump sum after taxes, I think it was like 600 mil. So they take a lot in taxes, but like at the end of the day, that's still a shit ton of money.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
That's still a shit ton of money. So like, but yeah. Anywho, that was a honestly kind of shitty
I'd take
lap.
a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
I was a little distracted there, but that was a pretty shitty lap. Still good in the first sector, but yeah, the rest of it was terrible, absolutely terrible. I think we'll get through though, so I'm not. Yeah, we'll get through. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Did you imagine you accidentally red flag and just jump out of the sim and run over to your right? Yeah, literally pull like a George Russell Bottas moment. Start punching your friend who's in the other sim. The only issue with the increment is that if you die, they take the rest of the money. Yeah, like that part of it sucks too. Yeah, like personally, if I ever won the lottery in any sort of capacity, I'm taking the full lump sum, for sure, for sure. How do you use Bottas in career mode since he's a reserve driver? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, they don't, funny enough, they don't have any reserve drivers in this game, but they have it in F1 Manager. It's a different dev team, but still. I did see a mod that does bring Bottas into the game, though. Him and Checo, they replaced, like, two of the icon drivers. So, you could technically bring them back in through mods if you wanted to. None of our lotteries are taxed here at all. Huh. Must be nice. Must be nice. Yeah, I would want the full and just stash it so it's safer. Yeah, I would rather the full and then just, you know, invest. Just invest. Throw it into, you know, CDs or just high yield savings accounts. You know what I mean? Like, I would absolutely just invest the money at that point. And just, I'd probably just live off the interest for that kind of money. Well, he is on Cadillac next year, so yeah, like when they do, Cadillac is gonna be a new team. They're not replacing anybody. When they do the 26 expansion pack, like that expansion DLC, I'd imagine both him and Sergio are gonna be in the game. I'd imagine. Be kind of wild if they weren't, you know. If I won the lotto, I'm buying your whole setup, brother. If you won the lotto, you should be buying something a lot nicer than what I have. Don't get me wrong, this is nice, but like it's not that nice. There's definitely nicer. For sure. For sure. Pull a stroll and invest some in an F1 team for your kid. Might be onto something. I totally, honestly, like,
And that's it for
I have thought about it.
Plenty more coming up over
I
the
would
rest of the
love-
weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
I would love, like, if I won that kind of money, local, thank you for the follow. If I won that kind of money, I would love to invest into something that I'm actually, like, passionate about. You know what I mean? Like, either, like, a sports franchise. Like, I would love to, like, invest into something like that. Maybe even racing, you know, something to that nature. I would love to be able to do that, but we'll see. Dudas, I didn't see it, but thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I'm not... Are you guys hearing the alerts when they come through? Because I'm not hearing them. I'm just like, every so often I might catch it out of the corner of my eye, and that's it. But do we think Cadillac will be a top team? No. No. All their stuff is coming from Ferrari. And it's their first year. So, no, there's no way. There's no way. I would definitely start racing. Wait, if I win the lotto, I'm buying you? I don't think that's legal anymore. You hear them? Alright. I gotta figure out why I can't. I would definitely start racing, though. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. I'd probably try to do something. Dude, I hate that F1... wait. Raz, thank you for the follow. I hate that F1 is sort of age-locked. Kind of for good reason, though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like guys that make it into F1 have been racing, like, their entire lives, and, you know, they don't just buy their seat or anything like that. It's F1 is truly the pinnacle of motorsport because of all the engineering that goes into it. So, like, it's probably a good thing that that's how it works, you know?
Okay, radio check, radio check.
What car manufacturers would I want to have a team that doesn't have a team? It's our Lord Stroll. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know. Maybe Porsche. Maybe, you know, a full, like, Toyota takeover of Haas. That's probably about it. Porsche, I want F1 and Porsche so badly. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you only do F1 sims, or do you play other race sims? Pretty much just F1. I mean, like, I'll dabble with other stuff, especially if, like, a big update comes out. But at this point, it's pretty much just F1. Porsche would completely override my support for McLaren. I guess that's fair. Yeah, BMW would be another one. Fair, I just sort of wish that you could start a bit later, because really I've done some racing, but always wanted to get into full racing. Yeah, that's totally fair, honestly. That's totally fair. Alright, so let's see. The track, according to the thing, is a little wet. Guys are out on softs, though. I think I'm just gonna hold off for a little bit. Kind of wait for the track. Like, there's no rain happening, so just kind of wait for the track to, like, dry up a little bit more. Why doesn't Honda have a team if they make some of the engines? It's a lot harder to have an F1 team than you might think, you know? That's a big part of it. It's a big part of it. A chair on any team against Max? I guess that's fair. There's a switch from the Logitech to a Moza R3. Do you think the Moza is better than Logitech? Oh, God, yeah. God, yeah. Without question. Without question. It would be empty without him. I honestly, dude, over recent memory and over recent years, I've kind of grown to like Max a little bit. There was a long time where I didn't like Max, especially when he was a little bit younger. I thought he was very arrogant, very cocky. I just didn't really like the way he conducted himself that much. Once he finally won a title, and then dominated the ground effect era, I've kind of grown to like Max a bit. He's grown on me, but he's also he's settled down a lot compared to what he used to be, which makes sense. I mean, we're adults. That's how it works. How do you get Anthony Joshua in F125? I don't think that's Anthony Joshua. That might be a different guy. But unfortunately, the Apex GP stuff you can't get in the game anymore unless you mod it. That's the only way now. Same way F1 would be nothing without Ferrari. True. If I was getting an F1 racing wheel, what time we got? Okay. If I was getting an F1 racing wheel, are the regular circular standard racing wheels way worse for F1, or does it not matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I've also come to realize if I was an F1 driver, I'd be so angry all the time. Fair enough. I'm sorry, Joshua Pierce. Yeah, a little bit different of a guy there, but a little bit different. All right, so I just need to make sure I leave myself enough time to be able to get around the track. I'm trying to like perfectly time my out here. Like I'm seeing the lap times that are being put in. They're not great. Like a 143.6 isn't bad by any means, but I mean they were doing like 142s in Q1, so. Alright. So I'm just trying to time it as much as best as I can, really. As much as I can. Wow. Yeah, 142 there from George. That's actually insanely quick. Alright, never mind. They're speeding up. They are getting quicker. Alright, chat. Let's see what we can do. Yes, sir, I am back. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. How many AI levels do you use? Like, what difficulty do I play on? I play on 105. I was landing on the brake. Yeah, no problem. It's a lot different of a car there, bud. It's kind of hard to allow that in F1.
.30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, we're quick in the first sector. Just one season, see how it does. Yeah. No. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think it's like comparing like apples and oranges at that point, you know? It's like, yeah, they're both fruit, but obviously completely different. This might actually be a really good lap. Depends on how I do here at the final chicane. Not bad. Not bad at all. That was really quick. We were like 2.5 seconds quicker. That was insanely quick. Anywho. Do you think the AI in this game is good? I think in comparison to other racing games, yes.
And that's it.
I think the AI in this game
plenty more
is
coming
very
up over
good
the rest of the
in comparison to other
So
racing
we'll
games.
See you all tomorrow.
But, you know, it's not as good as it once was. I feel like there was a point in time where it was definitely better. Like F125, I would say, was probably the best when it came to the AI. Yeah, just grow one orange tree in the orchard and see how well it sells. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Cameron, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hey, just curious again, how stiff do you usually keep your brake pedal? It's not that stiff, honestly. Like, it's... I would say... It's not stiff at all, really, now that I think about it. I would say, like, maybe 30%, 40%. Because, like, I'm not trying to sit here and you know, I don't want to have to fucking smash my pedal just to get full pressure on my brakes. And even then, even currently, I don't get full pressure on it. So, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not trying to fucking break it. You know, that's more or less my thought there. Anywho, yeah, we put in an insane lap there. The lap itself felt really good. I think for us, it was just a timing thing. I think it was just the time that we went out at compared to everybody else. I think that's what got us pulled there. I don't think we actually had that kind of pace. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. And it's going to rain. So we got to keep that in mind too. Imagine F1, but they can only use either 100% or 0% of brakes and throttle. That sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. Probably doesn't help that Logitech pedals are very stiff. Yeah. Yeah, there is that. There is that. Are you talking about like the Logitech direct drive stuff? Like, are you talking about like that? I've only ever used like the G29, like the basic wheel. That's not stiff at all. You're talking about the G29? That's not stiff. I feel like that's pretty loose. Unless I'm misremembering. That's
Forget pit
I could be
stops,
misremembering.
forget
It's possible.
fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all
Do you
the
think
way here.
do you think
as
the
we get
drivers in
ready for today's
F1
sprint.
should take most of the credit? Okay, hang on. Rain. Do you think the drivers in F1 should take most of the credit for being good, or is the credit mainly on the car? It's all the car. It's all the car. I think
corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the
think
remaining
overall,
10 to the left. This track's a great one. For
F1
fans
is
of
a
pure
sport
speed, and the average lap
that
speed comes close to a whopping.
I think a lot of new
145
fans
miles per hour.
they strictly just want
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
nothing but just non-stop racing the entire time, and that's just not what F1 is. F1 as a sport is just not that. It's just not that. You know, it's a sport where
moving on to the rest of the grid, we have
it's all about the engineering side of things. You know, it's all about who can build the best car. If you build the best car, chances are that car is gonna be the champion at the end of the year. It's as simple as that. That is what F1 is, for sure. For sure. I do think, as was pointed out here, I do think you got to be a good enough driver to get to F1. But I would say F1 is more about the car than the driver.
Pole position today? We'll soon find out.
I do think there are times to where there are exceptions to that, where you have like guys like Max Verstappen, for example. I don't think that Red Bull car is that great. I think Max Verstappen himself is just that great. You know, look at the Ferrari, right? The Ferrari, the F25, was a horrible car, absolutely horrendous car.
And I get the feeling a few noses are being put out of joint here.
You know, it made Lewis look washed. I don't think Lewis is washed at all. I think it's just the car, you know? So, that's my 2 cents. My 2 cents. Good morning. Good morning. Ow. That hurt.
Radio check, please.
Good morning. Good to see you, though.
Check.
Good to see you.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Don't let me down. F1 is just advertising for companies, but F1 without drivers would still be nothing. I wouldn't say that. I think F1 is truly a test of engineering skill. I 100% fully think that. So I think the drivers are more important, 55-45 split. I would say car is more important, 70-30 split, to be honest with you. Because you think about it, like you see a lot of guys who drive in F1 who don't succeed in F1, and they go off to other forms of motorsport, and they do really well in the other forms of motorsport. And I think a large part of that is just because, unfortunately, they come into F1, and yeah, I think there's some drivers in F1 that are better than others, but they come into F1, and it's a fairly equal playing field, minus the car. It truly is the car, in my opinion. Am I on Twitch too? Yeah, so, folks, we're live across the board here. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Yeah, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for chatting. Let's hop into the sprint here. Hope it goes well. We're going to expect some rain here. I'm curious to see what kind of pace we actually have. But time will tell. Time will tell. F1 wouldn't be anything without drivers because no drivers... Oh, wait. Wait, no. Yeah. Everyone wouldn't be anything without drivers because no drivers. Because if they had no drivers, they can't show off the cars, and we've seen them... Well, that's not the point I'm making. It's not the point I'm making. I'm not saying you can just do away with the drivers. You know what I mean? It's not what I'm saying at all. Then how do drivers become washed if it's mostly the car? I feel like all these guys retire in their late 30s, but shouldn't they be able to last throughout their 40s? Well, the cars themselves changed so much over the years, you know what I mean? Lewis Hamilton came into the sport in, what year was that, 2007, 2008? Think about how much the F1 car has changed since then. You know what I mean? Like, it has changed a lot since then. So, that's the thing. Like, I don't think those drivers necessarily become washed. I don't think Daniel Ricciardo's washed. I think he's still a solid driver. I think the car had changed so much, especially into this ground effect era, that he just couldn't adapt and couldn't get used to it. You know what I mean? I think that's just really what it came down to. Personally. When F1 rally, that'd be something. You also need them youngins for those reflexes. I mean, that plays a factor too, right? Obviously, as you get older, like, it's not as easy for you. But, like, yeah, I mean, look at Fernando Alonso, right? I mean, the guy's old as hell. You know what I mean? He's been doing this forever and still crushing it. So, thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. All right, anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, isn't, like, Fernando, like, 43, 44 years old? Like, and he's still killing it. And I think he's a perfect example. I think Fernando could absolutely win an F1 race. But why hasn't he won an F1 race? Because he doesn't have the best car. Simple as that. Giggles, it was great seeing you again, man. Thanks for hopping in the chat. Hope all's good. Hamilton isn't even 40 yet, I believe. I think Hamilton's close. I think he's like...
Conditions look stable at the
39.
moment. No rain currently expected.
I think. I'm not sure. Is it just a thing where when you get older, it's harder to adapt and learn new things in general in life? I don't think it's necessarily that. I mean, I think there is a physical aspect to it. But... like, as you get older, like, things become tougher to do, you know, I think from a physical standpoint. And I think sometimes we tend to forget, like, just how physically draining driving a race car can be. So as you get older, yeah, it's, you know, there's a lot more that goes into conditioning and recovery and all that stuff too, so. Ferrari had the best car of the 2008 season, but they didn't with the Drivers' Championship. I mean, again, I'm not saying that the driver isn't important, because they are. You know, I mean, look at Max Verstappen this year. But you got to build the right car, and if you don't build the right car to support the driver, I mean, you're never going to win an F1. F1's a sport that's all about engineering. That is what the sport is about. So when the sport itself is about engineering, it's hard to say that the driver's more important. Do you enjoy playing other types of games? Yeah, I absolutely. I play other stuff all the time.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge.
No, I play other stuff all the time. I pretty much only stream like racing stuff just for like algorithm purposes. But yeah, no, I play other stuff all the time. I love it. Love video games. All right, anyway, 5 red lights, and we are off for the sprint here. Got a fairly good launch there. Only like 3 wide per second. I would say Red Bull was quicker than that. I mean, I think at the end of the season, yeah, like McLaren had the best car that year, but I would say Red Bull was second. I don't think it's a question of whether or not they're not capable of doing stuff into their 40s. I mean, I think there's 2 things you got to look at when it comes to that, right? And it's not even just F1, right? I think it's every sport. The older you get, the more that goes into, you know, conditioning, preparation, recovery, right? Like, you know, you might look at this as a poor example, right? But I'm going to use John Cena as an example here, okay? And I'm only using him as an example because he's been very public about it.
DRS now enabled.
John Cena,
DRS enabled.
if you're not aware of who he is, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows who John Cena is at this point, just finished up his WWE retirement tour, his retirement run, his last go as a wrestler, right? He did, it was like, I think 35, 36 dates, you know, wrestled a lot, put on some great matches, and the dude's almost 50, he's like 48 years old, but put on some great matches, performed really well, and looked like a guy that could honestly keep doing this for another 5 years. The point he made was, for him, at the age that he's at, like, yeah, he feels good, but he has to put a lot more time and effort into recovering, into preparing for matches. Like, instead of taken a night to recover, now it's a couple days to recover, right? So that's the difference. Like, I think as you get older,
use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Again, I don't think it's not a question of whether or not your body can continue doing it. I think it's more of a question of, can your body recover? And how long does it take for your body to recover from these things? I think that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Personally speaking. And then the other side of it, right? The other thing that you gotta kind of think about, right? At the end of the day, Formula One is still a business, right? These teams are operating businesses. So, when you kind of keep that in mind, right? If they have an opportunity to go out and sign the next Max Verstappen, or continue to pay all this money for a guy who's aging and is probably going to be leaving the sport in the near future, or they can go sign the next generational talent, they're going to go sign the next generational talent because it's a business. They got to think long term. So that's, you know, again, that's my 2 cents on it. Amar, what's good? Good to see you. Thanks, Crom. Appreciate it. Yeah, F1 is a very physical and mentally intense sport. There's no question to that. No question to that at all. We'll see. Adam, I also think part of that, too, is, like, the reason why you see that is, again, because of the business side of it, right? Like, if I have a guy sitting in the wings that I could easily start, you know, investing and putting a lot of time and money into at a young age compared to a guy who's aging, yeah, I'm gonna go put that time into that young guy. What do I think of Audi and Cadillac joining next season? Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great having, I mean, a car manufacturer like Audi, you know, as big as they are. I think that aspect of it's great. And I also think, you know, Cadillac joining the sport, again, another big name in the world of motorsport. I love it. Yeah, I love everything about it. Is that an Apex GP suit? It sure is. It sure is. Gotta protect my virginity somehow. Might as well do it in style. How long do I stream for? Really just kind of however long it takes me to do the race. That's really it. I think Adam's just trying to cope because he was born in 1849. No, I don't think that's what's happening. I mean, again, he makes a point. He does, but...
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, really late on the break. Staring at chat. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't mind answering. I enjoy the conversation, you know? I enjoy the conversation. Sorry, I see the other question here. I've always liked the course. What's your favorite and most fun for you? My favorite track in the game is Montreal. I love Montreal. I think it has a great flow, and just a really good rhythm to it. But my favorite track, just kind of in the world, would be Motorsports. Watkins Glen. I love Watkins Glen. Amadeus, the Claire in this universe is insane. The Claire in this universe is actually an F1 champion. He won in Season 1 for us. Not for us, but for Ferrari, rather. Yeah, no, I mean, motorsport, it's tough. You know, it is tough on you, for sure. I don't think people realize that sometimes. Appreciate that, Grom. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Mar, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that damn grass, man. That grass will get you. It'll get you. Who's driving for Audi next season? It's the same people that are driving Kick. They went with the same lineup. It's Nico and Gabriel. Have I played Age of Empire 2? No. I have not. I haven't played the first one. Or any of them. I don't know how many there are, but... Alright, we have some decent pace here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Is Cadillac in this modded career of yours? No. So my plan was, I actually, like, you know, started as Apex GP, because I like the idea of starting it as Apex. I thought that would be cool. So I started as Apex, and then I decided that I was going to mod it to where we become Cadillac, but I don't know what Apex GP is in the game files, and nobody can tell me online. Like, I have yet to find an answer. So we're just driving as Apex GP. But with the expansion update, when that comes out, I think then, you know, we might drive as Cadillac in that. But we'll see. I haven't really decided how I want to go about all that yet. And we also don't know the full details of the expansion yet either, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So wait, who's driving for Kick next year? Well, Audi's becoming Kick. Like, Audi is taking over Kick. Who do I think will be better between the two? I mean, Audi's more likely to succeed just because, you know, even though they're taking over, they've been kind of doing stuff behind the scenes for quite some time now. Not that Cadillac hasn't, but which F1 team do I support? I'm a massive Ferrari fan. As much as it hurts to say that. Massive Ferrari fan. What are your PC specs? You're streaming on like 6 different platforms. So I actually have 2 PCs. I have one that's dedicated for gaming and one that's dedicated for the streaming side of it. Both are high-end though. Like, both are high-end machines. Yeah, it's the best way to do it. You're a McLaren fan? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Congratulations on the year. You remind me of the movie Gran Turismo. So I've seen it. I don't love the movie, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Not the biggest fan of it. It's not, like, in comparison to other racing movies, it's not the most realistic. And, yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. I didn't mind it, but I don't love it. Purple Sector 2. When you're choosing what team you support, is it about the drivers or the car manufacturer? So, I mean, I've been an F1 fan for a very, very, very long time. And, I grew up during the end of, like, the Michael Schumacher Ferrari days. So, you know, for me, I was a big Michael Schumacher fan. And, I've just kind of stuck with Ferrari ever since. And throughout the years, like, I've been fans of other drivers who haven't driven for Ferrari. Like, I was a fan of Seb's when, you know, when he was winning titles with Red Bull.
About 10 to 15
but,
minutes from now.
You know, I was still a Ferrari fan during that time. And then, you know, and then even obviously when he came to Ferrari, I was still a fan of his. And fast forward to, what's it called? Past that, Daniel Ricciardo coming into the sport, was a big fan of Danny Rick, and you know, obviously he never drove for Ferrari, so I've always stuck with Ferrari, but there are certain drivers that I enjoy more so than the team, I guess. But I still stick with my team through and through. Oh, missed a gear somehow there. Weather is set to approximate. Yeah, weather is set to approximate. Ooh, Franco Colapinto is out. If I start locking it in here, I think I could actually catch George. But I am all over the place here. It's like the idea of taking a gamer and letting them race for real. Yeah, I mean we're seeing that happen a lot recently, which is awesome, dude. Yeah, it's so cool. Crazy nice jacket. It's actually not a jacket. Fun fact: it's a full-blown race suit because I'm a dweeb. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Been a Lewis and Seb fan. I respect that. Is the expansion pack coming out anytime soon? We know nothing right now. Yeah, we know absolutely nothing. We don't know when it's coming out. We don't know price. We know nothing. They just said, you know, sometime next year. I'd imagine it'd be sometime before the start of the season, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, good to see you too. Good to see you too. Welcome back to the stream.
Green flag.
Get a toy F1 car for Halloween, then put on your suit. We're a little past Halloween at this point. I'm a Ferrari and Leclerc fan. I'm not delusional. I get it. It's tough being a Ferrari fan right now. What's good? Appreciate it, Adam. Thank you. Chilly Chill, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, not too bad. Not too bad. Can't complain.
Everything's looking good.
Ian, thank you for the follow as well. I turned in too soon there. Thanks, Crom. Appreciate you. So we're really quick in the second sector compared to George here. Made a little mistake there, though. Have you ever been to an F1 race? No, never been to an F1 race. I've been to a lot of like NASCAR races. I would love to go to an F1 race. That's on the bucket list. We'll get there. We'll get there in due time. I think the next racing event I want to go to is the Daytona 24. I'm gonna try to go next year. How do you drink water while driving? Well, in a race car they have a button for it. I just take my hand off the wheel. Speaking of which, I actually need water. Where's this fire suit? Exactly. That's exactly why I do it. Favorite F1 driver? Right now I don't really have a favorite. I screwed that up. Right now I don't really have a favorite. I would say if I had like a gun to my head, if I had to pick one, probably Carlos Sainz at this point. But there's so many drivers on the grid currently that I really like. This was a terrible lap, by the way. Yeah, there's so many drivers on the grid that I currently like. So, like, right now, I don't have a favorite, but I would say, out of all of them, probably Carlos Sainz. Amar, man, it's just practice, dude. Practice makes perfect, or at least, you know, better. Not perfect, because I'm certainly not perfect. And played this for a long time. Niki Lauda? I love Niki Lauda. Rest in peace. Legend. I have 6-7 views. Well, it's at 6-9 now. Even better. Looks like we're going to miss out on the rain here at the end of this race. Which honestly I'm okay with.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Or the rain's going to hit like right on the last lap. I screwed that up. Okay, maybe we're seeing high tire dig. Yeah, we're not gonna box. Not 2 laps. Not with 2 laps to go. Nah, man, you're pretty good. Hey, you did. Listen, man. You did the cardinal sin. You gave me a compliment on my driving, which means I'm going to crash here soon. It's gonna happen. You never compliment my driving, because then I immediately make a mistake. I almost made the mistake. Had a box last stream, though? Yeah, but not with 2 laps to go. What's going on, Jordan? Good to see you. What's the AI difficulty? It's 105. That's what I have it set to. So if it's vice versa, you won't crash. Exactly. That's 100% how it works. Yeah, if you say I'm shit and just say I'm a terrible driver, then I won't crash. Game name? Yes, this is Roblox. This is Roblox. No, it's F125. Thanks, Jax. Avi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible corner there. Oh, I almost screwed up. We're good. It was a good save. Alright, let's just take it nice and easy here the rest of the way. We're not catching George, obviously, so... I think I could have. I would have had to completely ignore chat. But... Thanks, Jax. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow as well. How's the UI for the gears different? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Crom, I didn't even notice, man. Crom, thank you for the sub as well. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Jax, thank you, man. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Russell had an engine failure in my career mode just now. God, I would love for that to happen. Love for that to happen right now. Jax, you're crazy, man. Crazy, you ain't got to do all that. Thank you, though. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I almost screwed that up. Oh, Mar, we're not gonna get into that, buddy. That is a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. Thank you, Jax. I greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. I tell you what, chat, there's a good chance, I know this is just the sprint, but there's a good chance George Russell goes on a tear here in the second half of the season and ends up winning this championship. There's a good chance it happens.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really
nice,
happy
man.
with the podium
Nice.
down here.
Good.
So well done.
Good,
yes.
good. Cut corners? I didn't cut any corners. What you mean? I probably did. I usually do. Alright, not bad.
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time.
Not bad. We'll take it. P2. We will take it. Ooh, it's snowing pretty good out. Means I'm gonna have to shovel. Sorry, 1 second, chat. Ah, moving on. Moving on up. How much RAM I got? Enough to make me rich. At this point, enough to make me super rich. It is insane, the price of RAM right now. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Just got the Fanatec Club Sport DD. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice. Ricardo, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Alright. So now we got qualifying for the race. And then we get into the race. I gotta go grab a water, though. So, while this loads in and does the thing, I will BRB. I will BRB. If you get one more sub a day to crash into the barriers, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's not happening. I could just crash into the barriers on my own. It's me. It's what I do, you know? That's what I do. Not enough to get a turkey transplant? Brother, I can grow my hair. Fuck. I can grow my hair, I just choose not to. Shit. I'm not balding that bad. God damn.
High-speed straights,
God
heavy
damn.
elevation changes, and dramatic corners.
Oh.
What is there not to
Why is
love
Ram so
about
expensive,
today?
though? AI.
It's qualifying
That's why.
day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Ow.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Oh, radio check. Whew. Okay. Oh, boy. Let it out. Bro, I promise, I can grow hair. I had hair. I just chose to shave it. Fuck. Alright, I do. So you got a wet quality here, right? Or it's gonna be wet? It's gonna be wet. So we should probably go set a lap now. Setup's loaded. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Whew. All right. You get P1. I don't think I'm gonna get P1. I know we did it for what's it called? I know we did it for the sprint, but I just don't foresee it happening. Afraid of the headphone debt? It happens. It already happens. We're gonna get the race suit. I got it off of Etsy. Found somebody who makes them. And they make all kinds of different ones too. There was like, again, there was a Red Bull one. There was I'm pretty sure there was a McLaren one. I should probably just like link it in my my description one of these days. How much did it cost me? It cost me a good chunk of change. I know it wasn't super cheap. I want to say it was like $150, I think. It's like not terrible, but and obviously I get use out of it pretty often, you know. So how to get the UI? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Race Department. That's super cool. Money well spent. Thanks, Jax. Thanks, Jax. You know, I gotta protect my virginity somehow, you know? Alright, anywho. Pretty much just gonna get one shot at this, so hopefully it's a good one. Not that it really matters, because the back half of the grid is very slow. We're all kids at heart. Amen to that. Amen to that. Jax, I should have started an F1 team called I Didn't Do It 97. It doesn't have a good ring to it, you know? Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to you too. Why is that my name? So, it's my first ever Dexter 2.0. It's not that, I promise. So it was my first ever gamer tag that I created back when I first got a PS3. You know, me and a buddy, we were setting it up, and he already had one, so I had him like help me with it. Pretty good lap. So I had him help me with it, right? And Hudson, thank you for the follow. And so, anywho, he was helping me set it up, and as I am not an elf, but as we're sitting there setting it up, right? He's like, "You got to create a gamer tag." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "You know, you should like try to come up with something like somewhat creative, right?" And I'm like, "All right, I guess, I suppose, right?" Damn, that's a quick lap from George. Anywho. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess, you know, I suppose. And I couldn't really think of anything. But he and I, at the time, were really big into this movie called The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler and Burt Reynolds, Chris Rock, you know, so on and so forth. And I still love that movie to this day. But like at that time, we were so big into it that like we would sit there, we would just randomly quote it, you know what I mean? Just lines from the movie, just over and over and over again. Jax, I see you. You're insane. You're insane. I love you. Anywho, but so yeah. What game is this? This is F125. But anywho, so yeah. So there's a scene from the movie where the comedian Sinbad comes up on screen and yells, like he's holding up a sign, yells, it's at the football game at the end, I don't feel like explaining it all if you haven't seen the movie, but anywho, holds up a sign and yells, "I didn't do it." And for whatever reason, that just stuck with me, and that's what I chose. The 9-7 portion of it, that was just the year I was born, so that's why 97, but yeah, so that's where the name came from. Jax, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How do I drink water? Just like so. No problem, Gibson. You got it. You got it. Sorry I didn't respond sooner. I was trying to... Story time, you know? Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Rotate the 9 and we got 6-7. That is true. That is true. Alright. So we're good to get through. I think we got some rain coming like right at the end of the session too, so we chose a really good time to go out and put in a good lap. They're pretty early. Thanks, Jax. Thank you. Let's get a W in chat for Jax over on TikTok, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. If I don't see you again at some point today, happy holidays. What kind of question is that? Would you rather be homeless or start school all over again? What? What? Can I rate your bald, sir? What are you talking? What? I'm so confused. So confused. Anywho, we get through. Josh didn't get through. So something must have happened on his lap, but that's actually kind of massive going forward here. Jax, you gotta stop, brother. You gotta stop, man. I appreciate you, dude. You're insane. You're insane. You really don't gotta do all that. But thank you.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check. 6 on the left. Oh, God, I hate you. I hate you. The YouTube chat is just as unhinged as I remember. Yeah, it gets like that sometimes. Taken by baseball. What's good? What's good? How are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Anywho, we got some rain here. Let's take a look at the session, the weather here. Yeah, so it's raining currently, but it's supposed to clear up. So we're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait it out here until it clears. Go with soft tires? We're going to. We're going to. We're just gonna wait before we do it. Not gonna do it now, obviously. Track's way up. What's your favorite country? I don't really necessarily have a favorite. I haven't been to enough of them. You know what I mean? I loved Italy when I was there, but, you know, there's so many countries in the world, and I've really truly only been to 2, America and Italy. So, you know, I can't really, between the 2, I can't really say. So yeah, I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite at this point. I would have to travel more before I could openly say like, hey, yeah, that's my favorite. What's up, Arson? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, let's skip time here a little bit. Yeah, so it's still wet in the air, but the weather now is... there we go. Okay. So it stopped raining. I'm debating, do I want to save a fresh set of softs for the race and go out on the used set here just to get a lap in? I know they're kind of worn, but oh, I don't know. Decisions here. Am I gonna stream Christmas Eve? I don't know yet. I haven't really decided yet. I might not. I haven't really decided yet. Would you rather drive go-karts for a whole day or drive an F1 car for an hour? I'd rather drive an F1 car for, an hour. It's gonna end up like last stream? I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. Because the rain is supposed to vary for the race. So, I think we're good.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware.
I think we're good. If that's what you're referring to. I don't know. Have I eaten? No, I actually haven't yet. I have a protein bar waiting for me. Alright, so all we gotta do is just put in a good enough lap to get into Q3. That's really our goal right now. And Q3 is gonna be...
2 minutes remaining in the session. We
Q3 is gonna be
here or we're out of qualifying.
clear. We don't have to worry about rain in Q3, so... Should be good. Should be good.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed
Do
down.
I do
to
something the day before
P16.
Christmas? Yeah, like a lot of families do, and usually like the traditions that people do, it's kind of more specific to like, you know, whatever their heritage is, as far as like their descent and stuff like that. My family in particular, usually like I have a very large family. I have a lot of siblings and everything else. So like my family in particular, like we'll sit there and typically we all kind of meet up on Christmas Eve. Just because a lot of my family like has to work Christmas Day. So yeah, so typically we all meet up on Christmas Eve and you know, we'll exchange gifts and you know, have brunch and just kind of hang out and yeah. But that's really about it. Like, you know, I don't really do much else. Even Christmas Day, I don't really do a ton. Just, you know, kind of see some family and just kind of hang out for the day. That's really it. Really it. Omar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, a little wide. Pushing kind of hard there. Got really wide there.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
There we go. Got through. Oh, solid. Good lap. Good lap. A really good lap, especially on used tires. We'll take it. We'll take it. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Okay. Well, I'm gonna answer your question with a question. What do we consider a YouTuber? Like, are we just saying just a content creator all around? Ooh, George Russell with a 5-place grid penalty. What for? Blocking. Nice. Love that. Yeah, are we... Oh, JP did get through Q1, but he didn't get through Q2. Nice. Anyway. Like, yeah, are we saying, like, just like streaming / you know, VODs? Are we saying, like, somebody who just does VODs? Like, so just an all-around content creator. Right now, I'd probably have to go... It's tough. Right now, I'd probably have to go with Tim the Tatman. Outside of him, love Stone Mountain 64.
Give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Kind of grew up with him and his content. So yeah, love Stone Mountain. Jev, big face Jev guy. Watch his videos a lot. I've been really big into like YouTube golf as well. So I watch a lot of YouTube golf with like Bob Does Sports and Good and you know, Grant Horvat, and Brian Bros, and so my YouTube content is kind of like, or my YouTube watching, I should say, it's kind of all over the place. But as far as like any sort of like streams that I actually get the time to tune into, it's really just Tim the Tatman. It's like kind of he's probably like the more consistent one that I tend to watch. But like I do watch Burnt Peanut a little bit too. He's hilarious. And then, like, I watch some racing stuff, too. Like, GP Laps, like, I'm into his stuff. Jimmy Broadbent, obviously. I love watching his stuff. Erva, you know, I watch from time to time. So, you know, I dabble with everything. But if I had to pick up, like, a favorite, it'd probably be Tim the Tatman. It is a decent sized list. Again, I kind of, I dabble with all of it. That's kind of how I treat it. Favorite F1 track would be Montreal. Definitely Montreal.
Standing by.
Oh, all right, chat. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Monaco? I actually don't hate Monaco. I really don't. Monaco's one of those tracks that, like, just has a good rhythm to it. Like, once you find the rhythm, it's kind of fun. Terrible for, like, actual racing, but to just sit there and drive around, it's actually fun. Imagine an F1 game with a custom track creator. That would be kind of cool. Be kind of cool. Or even just an F1 game that brought in other tracks, you know what I mean? Whether if it was like DLC tracks or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to get like Hockenheim back on the calendar. I would love to get, Portimao in the game, Turkey, another one. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's my favorite movie? The Godfather. The Godfather. It's incredible. Incredible. It's a masterpiece. To this day. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. See, both Ferraris stayed in the pits. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. The power upgrade actually helped out a lot. We're really quick in the straight on the straight there. We're not so quick without DRS, but in general, it's not too bad. That might be my best run through there so far. Oh, I got on the curb. It's gonna slow me up a little bit. And then I got wide. Son of a bitch. Yeah, lost a decent amount of time there. George almost hit a sub 140, which is insane. We almost did a sub 142. Damn, if I... Yeah, repeat 3. If I didn't screw up in that second sector, there's a chance. There's a chance we actually put the car on pole there. Ripperoni. Where'd I get the race suit? I got it from Etsy. Sonoda has a 5-place penalty too. Nice. Yeah, I got it off Etsy. Found somebody that creates it. But I mean, honestly, if you just look it up online, I'm sure you can find all kinds of websites and whatnot. But not Temu? No, definitely not off there. Although you could probably find it on there too. I feel like they have everything. All right, yeah, we lost some time there in that second sector. I kind of want to actually look at times here. So let's see. So this second lap, 42.7. Literally. It was literally the second sector that made the difference there for me. He was quicker in the third sector too, but like I know I could go quicker in that second sector. And with the mistakes I made, I probably lost about 2/10. So it would have been close, but I think I could have done it. Damn. That sucks. It sucks. But hey, we're starting P3. Starting P3. I really can't complain that much. I really can't complain that much. The one thing I can't complain about, though, is we're going to see a decent amount of rain in this race, which I really don't want to deal with. But hopefully the car's competitive and we're good. Alright. I'm going to let it, that's fucked up. I'm going to let it load in here. I got to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thank you to, all the new followers, all the new subscribers, everybody chatting along, liking the stream, everything else. Like, you guys are the best. But I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll let this do its thing. BRB.
Welcome then, as we take a step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. This might sound like a travel brochure, but it's not. It's a race day. Welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps is a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 rights and 10 lefts, giving us a grand total of 19 corners. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in the conditions, we're not going to be seeing anything like that today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Sonny Hayes completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Meyer, Verstappen, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Russell, Leclerc, Piastri, Pierce, and Alex Albon, Tsunoda, Gasly, Isaac Hadjar, and Stroll, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Ollie Behrman, and Paul Aaron, Doohan, Bortoletto, Lawson, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice, and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car. And they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Hello. We're back. Thank you for that follow. Joe? Joe? I don't really know how to say your name. But thank you. Thank you for following. Alright, we're back. We're back. The worst part about wearing the suit is when I have to use the bathroom. The pain in the ass to take off. Alright. Let's see, tight. There we go. Let's see what we can do here, chat. We got some rain to start, some heavy rain to start. Which is then going to transition into light rain. Then it's going to dry up, and then potentially we'll see some rain at the end of the race. I think... honestly, low-key, I kind of want to start on not mediums, Jesus. I kind of want to start on intermediates. Kind of take a gamble here. I mean, I got nothing to lose, right? Kind of want to start in the intermediates. Sorry, 1 second, chat. What year of F1, in your opinion, had the best driver lineup? I mean, it'd be hard to argue that it wasn't 2012. You know what I mean? You had how many different champions on the grid that year? It was what, like 5, 6? Like, it'd be hard to argue that it, you know, it's not that year. All right, here we go. We're starting P2 thanks to whatever the hell happened in quali. A lot of guys getting penalties there. Track is definitely wet. Inners are probably going to be tough, but my hope is that this heavy rain is going to go away quick. And we'll be able to take advantage of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Is playing F1 on controller a terrible way of playing the game? I don't think it's a terrible way of playing the game. I think playing on a wheel is a better experience, but I mean, I think you can almost make that argument for almost any racing game, you know? It's definitely worth buying, for sure. I mean, it's a fun game, dude. It's a fun game, and they're not doing an F126, so why not? Yeah. Why not? Why don't you drift the corners with the rain, man? It's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. How many years have I done sim racing / F1? I mean, I've been playing the F1 games for a very, very long time, and even just racing games in general. Like, one of my earliest memories as a kid at, like, you know, 3, 4 years old is literally playing NASCAR.
The rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
Pretty much all my life. It's honestly been pretty much all my life. But I didn't, like, really truly get into it to the point to where, like, you know, I started taking it a little bit more serious and, like, focusing on trying to get better and stuff. I didn't really truly get into it until... It wasn't really until, like, 2020. What I think is the best driver in the rain? I mean, it's got to be max. For sure. For sure. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, tires are going to be ice cold here to start.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's
Football,
make sure
thank you
we
for the
get
follow
the
as
edge
well.
on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Let's see if we can get a good launch here. And we are off. Decent amount of wheel spin. We've got a good second getaway there. Let's see if we can just make it stick here on the outside. Nice and easy in the throttle. Can we get around? Nice. A lot of understeer because it's wet. Gotta lift a little bit. Back into the overtake. Hopefully just try to stay ahead. And Lando's gonna come right back at me here though. Oh, a little deep. A little bit of understeer there. And the tires are definitely cold. We go so slow on the formation lap. How do you approach the bus stop? I usually brake like right at like the 150, 125 mark and just kind of get down through the gears quick and kind of take it nice and easy through there. Oh, so much understeer. Is Spa better than Suzuka? In my opinion, yes. I'm truthfully, I'm not the biggest fan of Suzuka. Never have been. And I know it's a hot take. I know a lot of people like Suzuka. I don't love it. I love watching it. Like I think it creates great racing, but in the game, I hate driving on it. Is the wet line faster than the dry line in this game? No. Unfortunately, this game does wet weather racing poorly. Like, very poorly. Oscar or Norris? I tell you what, man. I do like Lando. I do. I'm becoming a big Oscar Piastri fan. I like Oscar a lot. They are all coming into pit for the inners. Goated strategy by us here. Everybody's coming in to switch off the wet to go on to intermediates. Literally everyone. So people are going to get held up in the pits, and oh my god, the calamity. This is a goated strategy by us, and honestly, probably an even good strategy or even better strategy for Paul Aaron too. Because now, oh, we're still understeering like crazy. Because now he's going to have, while it's an extra lap, on the wet tire, he's going to have a free pit lane to drive through. Like, I mean, there's going to be nobody there. He's just on his own. So he's the only guy that stayed out. Everybody else came in. Haas kind of cooked here, along with us.
Might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already.
Oscar reminds you of Webber. It makes sense. Mark Webber is his, that's his agent, so it makes sense.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake.
George ended up jumping Lando. JP's up to P5 now too. Oh, that was huge. Huge. I'm so happy we started on the intermediates. So happy we started on the intermediates. Just gave us a huge advantage. Now I just gotta hope I have the same pace that I had in the sprint. Which, truthfully, I don't think I do, but we'll see. My wet weather pace isn't great here so far. How to get the telemetry stuff? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Race Department. Yeah, no problem. Woo. Do you think wet races are more interesting than dry races? Absolutely. Absolutely. They create so much more excitement. You know what I mean? Like, just so much more craziness. Typically, you see a lot of teams, you know, perform better than...
Still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Than, you know, they normally would because of it. Like, yeah, no, wet races always make things exciting. Now, when it's, like, extreme wet weather and they're afraid to race in it, then it sucks, obviously.
Lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
But no, overall, yeah, it's incredible. George just put in the fastest lap, only a couple tenths quicker than me. Conditions are definitely getting a little bit better for intermediates as a whole too, which is nice. I think I personally just gotta kind of clean some things up here. Slowly but surely getting more comfortable. As I proceed to go deep. And I do it again. Definitely lost a decent amount of time there. I mean, George is definitely quicker than me. Oh, God.